I've found a lot of driftwood over the years, but this is my favorite piece that I've ever found. I kind of want to keep it, but it's huge, and I don't really have anything in mind for it. I don't have perhaps a coffee table, but that would involve basically just putting it under glass. Anyway, it's pretty impressive. It's absolutely my favorite piece of driftwood I've ever found. And it's one of the best pieces of driftwood I've ever seen, to be honest. Show you a detailed, just a detailed look at all of these little nooks and crannies. A lot of pareidolia happening here too. Alright, I'll roll this thing over. Like I said, every angle has 3 or 4 examples of pareidolia. When you see a face within something that's an actual inanimate object or whatever. See a face where there is none. I just think this thing is amazing. It's so dynamic. The shape, the texture, the way it was sort of chiseled out by the water. And it came from a beach. It was on a beach in Maine. And we were on a road trip up to Bar Harbor, Maine. And we pulled over. I walked along a little public beach. A tiny little public beach. And I can't remember the town exactly. But it was about halfway up to Bar Harbor. And when I saw this, I actually only really saw these sections sticking out of the sand. There was sand, seaweed, small little bits of rock and debris, sticks and such. They were covering up most of these sections here. So at first I just kind of saw these pieces and I thought, oh, maybe it was one small piece that was connected, not realizing that all of this was one piece. I've had this thing up on the internet for a bit. I'd love to give it to somebody sell it to somebody who would appreciate it. I lugged it around with me all over New Hampshire and Maine for a week because we're on vacation and we took a big road trip. And so it was in the trunk of my Crown Vic for several days. And kind of had the idea of, somebody would appreciate this. And I couldn't not take it, but it has been kind of a nuisance because it's a big piece and we live in a small apartment. So I'm kind of eager to find somebody who would appreciate it for what it is. And so if that's you and you live anywhere in New England, you live someplace close. Yeah, even though it looks kind of delicate, it's not. It's quite sturdy. So if you live somewhere in the New England area, let me know. This could be yours. And again, nothing's been modified, added, or anything. This is exactly how I found it on a beach. Although it was slightly wet and covered in debris. Alright, let me know in the comments. I do check my YouTube fairly frequently. If you have any interest in it, then just let me know. And I might even be willing to deliver it to you if you live close by.